Oh, sweet, can you see that my daughter leading light? Once some memory we had at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare that was bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
Thank you. Now, here are the starting lineup. First, for the visiting St. Rose Purple Roses. At guard, 6'3" junior, number 22, John Beatty. At guard, 6' senior, number 3, Matt Forlenza. At forward, 6'4" junior, number 23, Frederick Anderson. At forward, 6'4" senior, number 14, Robert Robb. At forward, 6'2" junior, number 21.
Well, good evening and welcome to St. Joseph's High School in Hammonton for a NJSIAA non-public B first-round game in the South. It's the Wildcats of St. Joe's with a record of 20-5, and the Purple Roses of St. Rose with a record of 9-14. St. Joe's comes will be starting with 6'3" senior Marcellus Ross, who is the greatest scorer in school history, tied for 5th all-time in the Cape Atlantic League, averaging 23 points a game. 6' senior Ian Brown. They'll go with 6'3" senior Corey Blackwell, 6'8" junior Alanis Urbanus, and 6'6" sophomore Keyshawn Griffin. Those are the starters for St. Joe's. For St. Rose, 6'1" senior Matt Forlenza, 5'11" junior Kevin Tomes, 6'5" senior Robert Rothery, 6'4" junior John Beatty, and 6'4" junior Frederick Bang Andreessen. St. Joe's, a couple of guys that are a little bigger, but good size across the board. For St. Rose, they're coached by Frank Carmody in his first season. He won a NJSIAA championship coaching at Shore Regional and has been an assistant at Northwestern, Colgate, and Davis and Elkins. And Paul M. Rodeo, the coach of St. Joe, he is 90-39 in his 5th season with the Wildcats. So welcome to the game on 97.3 ESPN, also live on the NFHS network. Here we go, tap control by St. Joe. Brown with the ball.
St. Rose opens up in a 3-2 zone. Might see a bunch of that because that's what St. Joe has been pretty successful with in this gym especially.
Paul Rodeo wants to run, so we'll take a look at that. Down the baseline, Urbanus floats one up. It hits the rim a couple of times, and the rebound pulled down by Tomes.
Well, he's longer than everyone on the floor. You expect to see him attack the rim. But, yeah, in the open floor, he's very effective.
St. Joe in the man-to-man. They're going to try to press the action. That's why they've gone with a slightly smaller team and not starting Malik Bailey, the 6'10 senior.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was hurt the last time we were in this gym. He tweaked his knee a little bit. It's good to know that he's not out hurt and just trying a strategy adjustment.
St. Rose finally feeds right of the lane. Jump shot by Beatty is no good. Quickly down at the other end. Blackwell. They work the perimeter. Ross starts down the baseline all the way through. Floats one up. It rolls out. The rebound offensively up and good. Off the glass by Keyshawn Griffin.
Up in a full court with some point pressure.
Yeah, they're going to really try to open it up here. Forlenza with the ball. They'll be right in the face of each of the St. Rose players here.
Yeah, in warm-ups, they look like they like to get it up from the perimeter. But St. Joe's had a lot of effectiveness in their 3-2 trapping zone in the few games I've seen in this gym especially.
Ball tipped out of bounds from behind. It's St. Rose possession. Comes inbounds to Rothery. Trying to set up a baseline screen. And nothing happened with it. Good defense by St. Joe's.
And good scouting.
Right side, passed up a three, pulls up, 18-footers up, no good. That was Bangman Dreesen. Here goes St. Joe the other way. Ross on the right wing. They get it to Brown in the corner. He's hit 35 threes. Ross has hit 60. Ross with the ball on the wing, right side to Blackwell. Leads the team with 80 assists, 43 steals. Here's Ross for three. From the corner, it's good.
Yeah, they're going to need to make some perimeter shots if they have to slow the ball down.
Full court pressure and a foul whistle. I think it's going to be on Urbanus.
Yeah, he's at the point in their zone pressure. Long target to try and throw over top of, and St. Rose had that problem. Now they're switching to their even front pressure to 2-2-1, so that way Urbanus doesn't pick up another foul early.
Cedric Smith, Scott Sagan, and Tim Malloy are our officials here. Full court pressure. Of course, it's a small court, so press can be more effective. Here's a loose ball scooped up by Brown. Three on the way by Ross. Rims the basket, no good.
Yeah, like St. Joe in their trapping zones, whether it's full or half court.
Here's a drive down the lane by Tomes. He has to back off. A crossover, but a travel by Forlenza. Ball goes over to St. Joe.
Yeah, he looked like he wanted to go left at first and had the ball in his left hand and then switched hands with the ball, but switched feet too.
Brown brings it across half court. Urbanus in the corner. Brown gets it to Ross. Down to Urbanus. A little shot good off the glass. Yeah, nice look.
Really like St. Joe's attack here. They're getting to the rim and not settling for too many perimeter shots. St. Rose has got to look up sideline against this 2-2-1, and as they did there.
Here's a ball tipped by Brown. Ross comes away with it. Lead to Brown. Layup good.
Yeah, nice pass.
And I think St. Rose wants to talk this over. They trail 9-0 with 4:43 remaining in the first quarter. For 3 generations, John B. Ordilli Produce has offered quality service to all of its customers. The 4 family members work together to efficiently manage the entire operation. Patricia Ordilli Augustine is the office manager and accounts for all operations. Paul Ordilli handles purchasing, quality control, and transportation. Dave Ordilli handles sales and transportation. Deborah Ordilli Devlin handles sales and administration. You may remember Dave and Paul as 2 of the greatest basketball players at St. Joseph's High School. Phone John B. Ordilli, 856-692-6600 when you need fresh produce. They've offered service and quality for over 90 years. Atlantic City was beaten by Eastern today, 51-41. Holy Spirit has defeated Gloucester Catholic 68-48. Holy Spirit goes to Wildwood Catholic on Friday.
Well, that's a nice win for Spirit. They've had not really the end of the season they were looking for, and Gloucester Catholic's had a good year.
Pressure on Tomes. Gives up his dribble. Rothery comes out and gets the ball. They work the perimeter.
St. Joe in this trapping half-court zone now.
Forlenza with the ball. Double teamed, gets through it, and he's fouled.
Yeah, that's why in the trap, you go foot to foot in the trap. You just can't let the offensive player split you, because then you got two players behind the ball. St. Joe got a little too aggressive trying to steal that pass and allowed the split and then the foul.
First on Blackwell, comes inbounds to Forlenza. He's double teamed in the backcourt. Gets it across half court to Beatty. Bang Andreessen holds on the left wing. Forlenza sets up Tomes. He puts up the 14-footer. It's no good. The rebound taken by Blackwell.
3 good shots for St. Rose in their offensive possessions, but they're just not finishing.
Urbanus with the ball. They swing it right side to Blackwell. Ross in the corner has it. All the way across to the other corner. Unusual pass. Brown, they're whipping it across the perimeter. Here's Brown for 3. Rims the basket, no good, but Ross with the offensive rebound puts it in.
That was great ball movement. Not a ton of body movement, but that ball moved quickly in the air.
5 for Marcellus Ross, 11-0 St. Joe. Forlenza bounces in the corner, double team, ball saved, but thrown out of bounds in the save attempt. Caught by Paul Sacco, who gets an ovation.
And the right place to throw the ball, because he's not throwing it back under his own basket, so they're either going to get it or it's going out of bounds and they play defense again.
I thought you meant throwing it to Paul Sacco.
Hey, that's never a bad thing either. He might have a play they could draw up for it.
Feed that goes through the hands of Forlenza. They try to save it, but good work by Corey Blackwell. Knocks it out of bounds off the leg of John Beatty.
Yeah, nicely done. And again, I can't say this too much. St. Joe on this smaller court with their length in this zone trapping, whether it's full court or half court, is tough. I mean, they had a big win against Atlantic City with it, and then Pleasantville here just the last week or two.
Morgan Fay is in the game. Here's a jumper that spins around the rim and drops in by Ross. He's got 7 already.
Yeah, he's making jump shots. It's going to be a long night for St. Rose.
Pressure in the backcourt. 13-0. St. Joe's leads. Working the perimeter. They're going to need some screens. Here's a drive down the lane. Floater's up, no good by Forlenza. Here goes Blackwell with the ball. He's across half court. Skip pass to Urbanus. Now Ross has it, top of the key. Tries to feed inside, but Brown cut away from the spot just as he threw the pass.
Yeah, first forced pass for St. Joe right there, but up 13-0, you can handle that. Last possession by St. Rose, nice little flash cut to the ball on the high post, but they needed to kick opposite instead of trying to shoot over top.
Long pass down court to Rothery. Forlenza with the ball. They work at the left side to Beatty. And a steal by Brown. He's out in front, lays it in.
Yeah, the wing player for St. Rose never even looked to face the basket, so Brown was all over that pass. Jumped in front, made a kind of a contested finish, but he made it look easy.
15-0 St. Joe. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. The game of the week produced by Prime Events on 97.3 ESPN, brought to you by Atlantic Care with urgent care centers all over South Jersey. Old World Tuscany meets Main Street USA at Annata Wine Bar right in the center of downtown Hammonton. Their custom-built wine bar says it all, providing each guest with a look, feel, and taste of Old World Italian tradition. Annata's premier wine list is comprised of over 125 carefully chosen vintages, each available by the glass or bottle. Enjoy lunch, dinner, and live music. Annata Wine Bar is perfect for private parties. Eat, drink, and be merry with them. The Annata Wine Bar, 216 Bellevue Avenue in the heart of Hammonton. Phone 609-704-9797 for reservations or to book your next event. As we said before, Atlantic City a loser in Group 4 to the #1 seed Eastern. Holy Spirit's a winner. They'll play Wildwood Catholic down in North Wildwood on Friday. Wildwood Catholic has a bye tonight. Also, the Wildwood Catholic girls and Middle Township girls are leading in the fourth quarter.
Jordan Stafford enters the game for the first time. St. Joe gets a little smaller.
But quicker.
Yeah, sure, yep.
With the ball is Rothery. Forlenza down the lane, and he draws a foul.
Yeah, that's Stafford. He didn't take long to get a foul, but I really like what Coach Brody is doing. I love teams that trap. Sitting back and just letting teams run their offense. I mean, there's obviously a need for that from time to time, but attacking, make the team adjust to you, and he's made that happen here to start this game.
15-0. Left of the lane is Bang Andreessen.
Nice cover by Brown through that cut.
Holding outside. Forlenza looking for somebody. Here's a three on the way by Bang Andreessen. It's no good. Rebounded by Stafford. Stafford swings it to Ross on the left wing. And Ross is fouled. It's the first foul against St. Rose. It's on Forlenza.
Here comes Bailey into the game. It's good to see him. Like we said, last time we were here, I was worried that he might have ended the season with another knee injury, but looks to be moving okay.
He replaces Urbanus. They get a little taller.
Just a little.
Urbanus is 6'8". Brown on the left wing, down the lane. Stafford floats it right side. Blackwell for three. Rims the basket, hits the rim again. No good. Rebound by Rothery. Bang Andreessen handles the ball. They get it to Tomes. Pressure. Ball comes loose.
In today's game with his penetration to the rim and the finish.
Bang Andreessen drives the lane and puts it in off the glass. First 2 points for the Purple Roses. Here's a three for Brown. It's good.
Nice little drop pass there from Stafford. But St. Rose doesn't really like to put the ball on the floor, and that first scoring opportunity of the evening was when they did create with the dribble.
18-2 with the final 30 seconds of the first quarter. This could be St. Joe's final home game. It'd have to be a big upset in the other half of the bracket. Backcourt violation against St. Rose. Coach Frank Carmody doesn't agree.
Yeah, I think he's probably right. That ball was deflected, saying it hit off the leg of the St. Rose player, but I don't think that was the case.
Comes inbounds to Ross.
A little extended zone pressure from St. Rose in the half court now.
Brown gets it to Stafford on the right wing. Blackwell in the corner. All the way out. Ross is wide open for three in the left corner, and he hits it.
Well, that's the pass St. Rose wanted him to make. Unfortunately, they made it and made the shot.
And here's the ball right in George's hands. A long shot from half court, well short, bounces up here to our location. 10 points in the first quarter for Marcellus Ross, and St. Joe leads St. Rose 21-2 after 1 quarter in non-public B. Game of the Week produced by Prime Events on 97.3 ESPN, brought to you by Atlantic Care with urgent care centers all over South Jersey. As your workforce and personal insurance needs continue to change, and with health care costs continuing to rise, it's good practice to annually review your plan designed for cost and effectiveness. To ensure having the plan that best meets your needs, Chris Milan at Insurance Consulting Services will review utilization and claim figures for cost effectiveness and offer options. Phone Chris at 856-725-0858. Your plan deserves a review by Insurance Consulting Services. So as we said, Holy Spirit boys have advanced. They'll play Wildwood Catholic on Friday. Atlantic City lost 51-41 to Eastern, the #1 seed. Millville is leading in the fourth quarter. If they win, they will play Eastern on Friday. And by the way, in that Atlantic City game, I don't know how it finished, but in the final minute of the third quarter, Atlantic City had not yet shot a free throw.
I know Mike McGarry tweeted about that just a little bit. Maybe we can find out. We got the Eastern point guard sitting here just to our left watching this game.
Bang Andreessen gets it to Tomes. Bang Andreessen starts a drive, passes across the lane. That's knocked out of bounds by Ross.
Yeah, you wonder how many more minutes Ross has in this game. You want to get him running, but you don't want to risk an injury, especially this time of year.
It's only the first minute of the second quarter, George.
I know, but it's 21-2.
Comes inbounds, loose ball chased down by Stafford. He gets it to Ross. Ross to the basket, off the glass and good, and he's fouled. 12 points for Ross. Foul is, I'm not sure who the foul's on.
Yeah, we can't see that from here.
Couldn't read the official signal.
And I don't think the table
I
could
thought
either.
he signaled 11. And there's no 11. .21, I think he's saying. Yep, 21. Kevin Tomes draws the foul. Free throw by Ross, trying to complete the three-point play. He's already got 2 3-point goals. And he makes it. Ball bounced on the rim for about 30 seconds. 24-2. St. Joe in control here. St. Rose with the ball. Fade. Now they're still in the backcourt. Now they're across. Bang and Dreesen double teamed. Ball lost out of bounds to St. Joe.
Yeah, that's very, very effective. Not usually your traditional trapping spot, too, because it's not out by half and it's not in the corner. But St. Joe's does a nice job with it. Takes away the return pass and had a good foot-to-foot trap.
Those of you listening on 97.3 ESPN, Tony Blum and Mike Frankel will be at St. Augustine tomorrow night for a 6 o'clock game between the Prep and St. Joe's and Metuchen. Blackwell's three on the way. It's short. Rebound inside is up no good by Bailey. And St. Rose has the ball.
I'm not sure Bailey even jumped for that rebound. He had quite an advantage height-wise.
Tomes with it. Bang and Dreesen goes into the lane, passes out. They get it out. A three on the way. Off the rim, no good by Beatty. Here goes Blackwell around the back at half court. Bounces to Ross, left sideline. He loses the ball for a moment, but saves it and gets it back to Brown. Here's Ross for three from the sideline. It's good.
Yeah, he feels good tonight. That was deep.
He's not going to want to come out. No. 16 points here with 6 minutes left in the first half. In the lane, the ball tipped loose. Beatty with it. Fay. Three-pointer is up and good by Bang and Dreesen. He's got 100% of his team's points. At the other end, the ball comes loose, picked up by Stafford. Out to Ross. He's going to shoot another three. He hits the back rim, but he gets the rebound. Down the lane, feeds to Blackwell. His shot's no good, but he's fouled.
Yeah, almost a real nice finish there. But Ross getting after his own rebound and then seeing his player in front for the opportunity. That's nice unselfish play.
Fouls on Beatty. His first team third. St. Rose 9 and 14 on the season.
They sure conference, St. Rose?
Yes. Blackwell misses the free throw. Here comes Urbanus back in. Bailey will sit down. Second free throw is also no good. At the other end, pinned to the baseline is Tomes, and he travels.
They made a good pump fake early, but then the second and third one didn't do him any purpose and shuffled the feet trying to get rid of it.
Rothery's back in for St. Rose.
But on the positive, he got up the floor, and they did see the opening up court and made the nice pass.
Brown brings it across half court. St. Joe, if they hold on and win this one, they will travel to Immaculata. Here's a loose ball picked up by Rothery. St. Rose brings it across half court. Bang and Dreesen with it. He's got all 5 points. And a foul is going to be called on Blackwell. That's his second. Anyway, they would, if their third game would be, if everybody wins, at Wildwood Catholic next Monday.
Oh, yeah?
Of course, they've played twice already. And St. Joe had a chance to win it here. Pull up on the pass to the right side of the lane is no good by Beatty. Here goes Ross. He pulls up near half court. Skip in the corner. So Yamir Diggs, who checked into the game. Diggs is a 5'6" freshman. Ball tipped out of bounds by St. Rose. Stafford will inbound.
Now, I could be wrong, but I think that Wildwood Catholic loss might have been St. Joe's only home loss of the season.
Yeah, I guess you're right. There's a feed inside to Urbanus. He forces it up in traffic. It's good, and he's fouled.
Yeah, that time had some good movement. He started in the corner and flashed to the ball. He got a little stagnant the last couple of possessions. The score kind of gets in your head a little bit, but some body movement with their great ball movement will give them some easy opportunities against this zone.
Tries to complete the three-point play. 29-5, 4:58 left first half. And the free throw is off to the left. Had a good angle on that.
He had some good arc on that, too.
At the foul line, they swing it left. Rothery for three. Off the rim, no good. Ross with a rebound.
Yeah, St. Rose doesn't even challenge for an offensive board.
Ross, entry pass is intercepted by Bang and Andreessen. Ball's tipped by Ross. Tries to save it, but he couldn't. It's still St. Rose ball.
Yeah, tried to make a one-handed pass down there, and again, with the score a little sloppy. More fundamental, I bet you he completes that pass. A ball fake because he was open.
Forlenza in the backcourt gets it ahead to Bang and Andreessen. He's double teamed. Gets it across. Beatty for three. Off the rim, no good. Urbanus has the rebound. Down to Diggs. Diggs pulls up from 12. It's no good. The rebound taken off by Beatty. He's going to go coat. Nope, he feeds off to the right side. Three for Forlenza's off the rim, no good. An offensive rebound by Bang and Andreessen, misses it. Urbanus clears the boards, and he's fouled.
Well, no question St. Rose's attack is concentrating around the three-point line. But the more they get in the lane, it'll be better for them. Last time against that trap, they made a nice little adjustment, giving the passer an option to make the pass, and they were able to get a scoring opportunity out of it.
29-5, halfway through the second quarter. Diggs swings it right. Stafford. Brown to Diggs. Blackwell pulls up his three. Ross hits the three.
Yeah, it looked like he might have shuffled his feet there, but man, he looked good straightening up for that three tonight.
He's got 19. He's hit 4 threes. Beatty with the ball. They swing it left to Bang and Andreessen, and his ball tipped loose from him. Outlet to Ross. Nice pass to Brown. Lays it in.
Yeah, again, a real nice pass. Created an angle coming left to the middle.
9 for Brown. From the corner, Rothery. Off the rim, no good. Loose rebound, scooped up by Urbanus. And he's fouled in the backcourt. Fouls charged against Rothery.
It's not going to take long for us to go down the St. Rose scorers here at halftime.
Yeah. It's like the Wildwood Catholic Senior Day. So this year, they have one name. After they introduced the McGonigal family, the seniors' night's over.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Ross at the sideline feeds inside to Brown. Can't get a shot. Ross penetrates, shoots up, no good. Rebound Urbanus. His shot's good.
And he probably got hit.
6 points for Urbanus. 36-5. Top of the key. Bang and Andreessen.
St. Joe probably won't trap again, I wouldn't think.
Forlenza pulls up. Foul line jumper's good. He averages about 10 a game. Leads the team with 34 threes.
Yeah, the left-handed shooter going right. That's a lot easier to get the shot off in that direction.
36-7. Diggs. They swing it right to Ross. Brown on the left wing. In the corner to Stafford. Three on the way from Diggs. Off the rim, no good. Stafford tips the rebound out to Ross. His three's no good. Diggs gets the rebound out to Brown. His three's no good. And the rebound finally grabbed by Bang and Andreessen for St. Rose.
But Diggs was in there trying to dig it out. No question about that.
Here comes Forlenza down the lane. Drops it off. Awkward shot put up, no good by Kevin Caswell. St. Joe going the other way.
Yeah, that's a case of taking a dribble and going nowhere.
Ross travels.
Yeah, and there's the one I thought I saw on his three attempt a couple minutes ago. He is kind of shuffling those feet.
Jason Probard and Keyshawn Griffin check into the game for St. Joe. A minute 35 left in the first half. Wildcats lead it 36-7. Bang Andreessen on the wing. Pulls up. He's going to shoot the three. Hits the back rim. No good. Ross tips the rebound, but Bang Andreessen goes and gets it. Here's another three on the way from Beatty. Off the rim. No good. Rebounds on the floor. And finally is in the hands of Griffin. Lead pass layup by Diggs.
Brevard made a really nice defensive cover down here that allowed Ross to get his hands on the ball and ultimately created that opportunity.
First two for Diggs, the 5'6" freshman. Averages 5 a game. Outside is Caswell. Puts the ball in the hands of Tomes. Tomes cuts to the basket. Short shot is good.
Yeah, the young guards now are starting to trail and turn their heads, and that's exactly what happened there. He was able to get in the lane and finish this time.
38-9. 35 seconds left first half. And St. Joe will play for the last shot. Diggs with the ball. He dribbles left and gives it to Ross. It's down to 20 seconds. Ross just holds it on his hip. Nobody comes out on him. 15 seconds. It's 21-2 at the end of the first quarter. A little more competitive here in the second quarter. Diggs goes down the baseline, pulls up from 12. He's fouled.
I love the little set there that St. Joe just did. They had a double high screen there for Ross coming off of it, but both screeners faded. If one would have dove to the lane, the entire middle of that zone was open. I'm not sure if that's the design or they made some kind of read with that, but one of those screens, if he slip it, they're in there catching the layup because Ross was looking.
Yamir Diggs, the 5'6" freshman, shoots a pair. First one's good. 5 seconds left first half.
He's got a good-looking release.
They have high hopes for him.
Yeah.
He and Stafford. Stafford's a sophomore. Could be the backcourt for a while.
Yeah, you would think.
Second free throw's good. At the other end, they get it to Bang Andreessen. He hits the three, but it's after the buzzer, doesn't count. So nothing's going right for the Purple Roses. They're trailing 40-9. They were outscored 19-7 in that second quarter here at St. Joe's. If you're planning a party and want to make it special, get It's a Rodeo custom on-site catering involved. Rodeo Catering has provided a wide variety of food and drink to gatherings all over New Jersey, from birthday parties to wedding receptions to spectacular tailgating at major sports events. When you plan your next event, make your first call to John Rodeo at 609-839-6209. You set the date, they bring the party. It's a Rodeo custom catering. Email them at itsarodeo@gmail.com. Tonight's game, another big game for Paul Rodeo and the St. Joe Wildcats. Both Ronnie D'Andrea and Charlie Wall wish the team the best of luck in the state tournament. It's been a big year for St. Joe, and both Ronnie D'Andrea and Charlie Wall pleased to be part of it. Vic Subs, pick up, delivery, or eat in on Ohio Avenue in Absecon. Phone 609-645-0500. Make it a Vic's Sub. Well, here at halftime, Marcellus Ross has 19 points. Ian Brown has scored 9. Alanis Urbanus 6, 4 by Yamir Diggs, and 2 by Keyshawn Griffin. 40-9, St. Joe leads St. Rose. Frederick Bang Andreessen has scored 5 of St. Rose's 9 points.
Yeah, I think if you talk to Coach Rodeo before the game, everything that happened tonight would be what he wanted to happen. Quick start, quick pace. They made some perimeter shots, attacked the zone well. Their pressure was effective. Both their man early, but then a lot of zone after that, able to get some easy opportunities. And St. Rose came out with a couple good looks early. And when you're on the road trying to pull an upset, you need to put the ball in the basket early. That changes the tone for everything, both your defense, your offense, and it makes the other team a little bit more tense in what they're doing. So things were great from the St. Joe end, and it goes without saying, not so much with St. Rose.
Okay, we'll take a timeout for a couple of messages, and then we'll be back here. You're listening to New Jersey State Tournament Basketball on 97.3 ESPN. We're back here at St. Joe Hammonton. The Wildcats leading here at halftime 40-9 over St. Rose. And Marcellus Ross leading the way with 19 points in the first half. And it's, well, it's been a game of tempo, a different type of pressure defense against the zone defense of St. Rose. And St. Joe in good shape to move into the next round, where they will play the winner between Immaculata and Calvary Christian. And then the winner of that will play the Wildwood Catholic Holy Spirit winner. Holy Spirit won 68-48 over Gloucester Catholic to move into the quarterfinal at Wildwood Catholic on Friday. Also, Millville has beaten Lenape, so Millville will go to Eastern. Atlantic City lost to Eastern today, 51-41, and Millville will play them on Friday afternoon in a South Jersey semifinal. And we don't have scores from the other half of the bracket. Toms River North and Rancocas Valley, Cherry Hill East against Cherokee, but I would think Toms River North and Cherokee would emerge from those two games, but hey, you never know.
No, and
that's why we play the game.
Yeah, and Group 4 is really wide open. Almost any of the 8 teams that made it through the first round could have won it. Now you would say that definitely for the 4 teams that will be left after tonight. Millville playing Eastern will be interesting. I mean, Eastern has looked vulnerable at times. Not being able, Atlantic City's defense is good, but being held to 51 points. You know, Millville likes to score the ball. They're going to get up and down, so a different style of play. That'll be a good game to see. And then, like you said, Cherokee appears to be, if you're going to pick a favorite, that'd be them. But we're not real sure about Toms River North because we haven't seen them a whole lot. They've got a good record, one of the top seeds, but they haven't been able to finish it when they've had the top seeds in the past.
All right, we're getting close to the start of the second half of this game. St. Joe on top easily, 40-9. In control here, trying to move on into the next round. As we said, though, it's very unlikely that they'd get a home game, but you know, upsets are possible.
Yeah,
Wildwood did it last night in Group 1.
Sure. Well, in this first half, we really got to see the talents of Marcellus Ross. Both his passing was excellent, his three-point shooting, even he had some steals and rebounds. Everything you want from a talented high school kid we got to see from him in that first half.
Wildwood Catholic girls have won 82-32 over Our Lady of Mercy. They'll play Mater Dei. Here's a 3 on the way by Ross. A buzzer sounded. Officials didn't react, but Ross did.
Yeah, and the clock hasn't started. Now it has. So now what do they do? An untimed event?
Yeah, the St. Rose had the ball when the buzzer sounded, so they're going to get it out of bounds.
They got to take some time off the clock, I would imagine.
Well, they put it back to 8 minutes again. I don't think you can change. Well, they obviously time ran off the clock. They're going to put it 7:55.
Yeah.
You're supposed to see it before you change it, but in a case like that, you know time ran off. So they took 5 seconds off.
Yeah. And it was just a one-pass shot, so it wasn't a ton of time.
Right. Tomes in the lane, brings it back out to Forlenza. St. Joe still chasing. Aggressive man-to-man. Rothery on the left wing, brings it out, pull up, right of the lane, rims the basket by Forlenza. But offensive rebound in the corner, 3 on the way. Forlenza too strong. Another offensive rebound. And trying to go to the basket as Beatty turns it over. Blackwell on the run. Blackwell in the corner to Ross, back to Blackwell. And he'll bring it out with a dribble. A minute gone, third quarter. St. Joe by 31. Blackwell holds, brings it out. They swing it to Ross on the left wing. Urbanus comes out and gets it. Blackwell, St. Joe a lot more patient here to start the second half. Urbanus gets it to Brown.
St. Joe in their wheel offense from the 70s and early 80s, just pass the corner, cut through, and fill up.
They bounce it in the corner to Brown. He doesn't look for the 3. Blackwell top of the key. Back in the corner to Urbanus. He and Brown were standing side by side. Here's Ross. He'll shoot it. 3 on the way. Off the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Forlenza. Forlenza outnumbered, but puts it up. The shot's no good. The rebound by Ross. Here he comes. 1 on 3. He gets through. Causes some contact. Puts it in off the glass, and he'll have a free throw coming.
Yeah, nice left-handed finish, too.
Third foul on Bang and Dreesen. 21 points for Marcellus Ross, and a free throw to come. Came into this game tied with Patrick Holden of Lower Cape May for 5th all-time Cape Atlantic career scoring. Now there's a whistle. I think he's talking to Coach Frank Kermati about something.
Maybe it's the coaching box. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, Kermati didn't move.
not an inch. He didn't even acknowledge him for half the conversation.
He's talking to Forlenza right at half court. Ross shoots the free throw. He's got 22. 43-9.
St. Joe up under 2-2-1 pressure. Things are a little stagnant to start the second half.
Down it goes to Rothery. Try to pass. It comes all the way across to Bang and Dreesen. Rothery. They work a little bit of a weave. Rothery open and travels.
Yeah, it's a 5-wide set. They're doing a lot of cutting, and they're trying to set up backdoor cuts. The problem is St. Joe isn't respecting what they can do off the dribble, so they're up taking away every pass because they don't have to be in help.
Brown with the ball on the right wing, brings it out to Blackwell at the foul line. It's Griffin. Ross drives the baseline, up off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped up by Ross, chips up another one, no good. And it's cleared by Beatty.
Nice little set by St. Joe. They ran a screen for Ross in the corner, and they get it to the high post to try and enter to him in the corner.
Bang and Dreesen gets it in the corner. Beatty off the dribble. His shot's no good, but he's fouled.
Yeah, he got grabbed. Nice little pump fake and got grabbed on the way by.
Urbanus with his second foul. And he was not in the act of shooting. So it's going to be brought in bounds by St. Rose. As soon as Beatty ties his shoe.
This is tough for Coach Rodeo. His team relies on their up-tempo and their trapping, but you don't want to embarrass anyone. So they're a little flat coming out of his locker room.
Here's a loose ball scooped up by Ross. Now he loses it to the basket. Layup good by Forlenza. He's got 4. 43-11. In the corner. Blackwell brings it out to Brown. Urbanus. Skip pass across to Ross in the corner, all the way across to the other side. Here's Brown for 3 from the left wing. It's short. And it's out of bounds to St. Joe.
Yeah, that's the case where, you know, you hear on TV all the time, it's tough to box out of his zone. That's what happened to St. Rose there. They had 2 people in position, but neither boxed and lost possession of the ball. Jordan
Stafford's in for St. Joe. Brown with the ball. Ross in the corner for 3. Got it.
Yeah, had good elevation on that one. And then a steal deflecting. And it will stay St. Rose ball. Ross is all over the place right now.
He's got 25 points. He's hit 5 from 3-point range.
When he elevates tonight, his 3 looks great. He is rushing a couple.
Steal by Brown. Outlet to Blackwell. Blackwell's layup's good. His first 2 points. Does a lot of things for this team, though.
Yeah, long, athletic, can handle the ball for him, too.
On the sideline is Beatty. Blackwell fouls.
Yeah, it just came with his chest. If he would have moved his feet, he'd been fine, but he came in with his chest. You got to make that call.
His 3rd foul. Looks like Morgan Fay checks into the game. 5'10" sophomore for St. Rose. Halfway through the 3rd quarter, it's 48-11. St. Joe in control. They led 21-2 at the end of the 1st quarter. The ball tipped into the backcourt by Brown, but he couldn't save it. It's St. Rose possession. Longtime St. Rose coach Dennis Devaney is going to be inducted into the New Jersey Coaches Hall of Fame on March 24th. Here's a pass in the lane. to Beatty. He spins to the baseline and puts it in off the glass.
Beatty's done that twice tonight. He's flashed to an opening to give the ball handler a pass.
3 on the way from Brown. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Blackwell, up and good.
Yeah, you can see Brown didn't keep his eyes on his target there, fouled the ball, and usually that comes up short when you do that, and that's exactly what happened.
Bang Andreessen with it. Starts a drive. Feeds across the lane to Fay. Couldn't get his shot. Gives it to Forlenza. Almost it did. It hit him in the nose. And
yes, something hit him in the nose, that's for certain.
And the shot is waved off. I don't know if his nose is bleeding or not, but yeah, he's obviously bothered by it. Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't look like he's coming out of the game, though.
I'm surprised they stopped it.
Joe Nwergi is back in. They're in. 6'4" senior for St. Joe. So he's staying in the game. Bang Andreessen with the ball. Backs up near half court. Keeps his dribble. Pulls up. Three-pointer. Off the rim, no good. Brown with a rebound. Outlet to Ross. Ross all the way across to Blackwell. Down the baseline. Whips it back out to Stafford. And Nwergi with the ball. Stafford's open for 3. Got it.
It's a nice high release again. Yeah, the St. Joe's guards in the future, I know they lose Ross, but they've got some talented kids to fill in.
And Brown. They lose both their guards, so you figure Stafford and Diggs might be the 2 guys. Here's a 3 on the way by Forlenza, bad nose or not.
Yeah, he's just waiting to get hit in the head. Now he may not miss a shot.
He's got 7. Timeouts called by St. Joe. With 2:34 remaining in the third quarter, the Wildcats lead it 53-16 over St. Rose. Shoppy's is even better online. You probably visited their showroom at 1031 Shore Road in Linwood, but at shoppy.com you can select and design your own trophy or award and order it right there. Shoppy's also has a complete line of unique gifts. Remember, you're not presenting the finest trophy unless you're presenting a Shoppy trophy. Phone 609-653-1684 for Shoppy's since 1921. Tomorrow night, Ocean City has another girl-boy doubleheader in the Dixie Howell Gym. Girls will play Lacey, and the boys are going to line up against Seneca, the team that eliminated them from the state tournament last year.
Okay.
So a few familiar faces on both sides,
I'm sure.
Ross with a feed right of the lane to Nwergi, and he couldn't handle it, out of bounds to St. Rose.
Jason Pavard's entered the game here for St. Joe, and I just found out he's the stepbrother of Kyrie Hartley, who played for us at EHT and went on to play at Ohio University.
Top of the key, Fay with the ball. Pressured by Pavard. Bang Andreessen drives, floats it off the glass, no good. Here's a 3 on the way, and it's up and good by Brevard. His first points. 56-16, and a foul on Diggs. Here comes Bailey back in. Ross will sit down. He's got 25 points. Averages 23, so his night's probably finished.
Yeah, I would think so. I was calling for it in the first minute of the second quarter.
William Murphy, a 6'3" senior, checks into the game for St. Rose. Fay in the backcourt, pressured by Diggs. Gets it to Bang Andreessen. Ball tipped away. Stafford trying to save it, couldn't. He stepped on the sideline.
Again, the right place to save it, though. He threw it ahead, so that way if anything happens, his team can back and play defense.
Comes inbounds to Forlenza. Was recovered from that shot in the nose. On the wing, Bang Andreessen. Murphy with the ball. Beatty with a crossover, trying to shoot off the dribble, and he's fouled.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough finish. He had all his momentum going to the right. He was trying to jump back to the left to finish with his right hand, but he got bailed out by the foul.
Looks like the foul is on Nwerji. First free throw is no good.
I'm glad you have to say that name and not me.
Beatty has 2 points. And now 3 as he makes the free throw. He's hit 35 threes this year, but only 1 in this game for St. Rose. That was by Bang Andreessen. 56-17 with entering the final minute of the third quarter.
Not a ton of movement for St. Joe here on offense.
Diggs with the ball in the corner to Brevard. Brevard. Stafford's going to back off, maybe run the clock down. 40 seconds left. St. Rose says, no, we're coming out after you this time. And it's turned over by Diggs.
Yeah, St. Rose is still playing hard. I mean, it does appear this game is in hand for St. Joe's, but St. Rose is out there trying to compete.
Well, Robert Rothery and Matt Ferlenza are seniors, so their careers are going to end, high school careers. Want them to end at least on a couple positive notes. The score's not going to be nice, but here's for Lorenza, way short with a 3. 56-17.
Hey, St. Rose still in that 3-2 zone.
Diggs across half court with 15 seconds. Still at half court. 10 seconds. They work the perimeter, and another turnover by St. Joe.
Yeah, that's that set they tried to run earlier for Ross. This time Diggs. A little different result this time, though.
Pass comes in to Bang Andreessen. He dribbles top of the key around his back, fires a 3, and it's no good. So it's 56-17 after 3 quarters. St. Joe's on top. They outscored St. Rose 16-8 in that third quarter. The game of the week produced by Prime Events on 97.3 ESPN. Brought to you by Atlantic Care with urgent care centers all over South Jersey. Shore True Value Hardware in Summers Point hopes that you'll continue to shop locally. They offer friendly service and expert advice. At Shore Hardware, they'll do anything to help. They're open weekdays until 7, Saturdays until 6, and Sundays until 4. Help is just around the corner at Shore True Value Hardware. 515 New Road in Summers Point. Phone 609-927-6464 or visit them online at shorehardware.com. This game also brought to you with the best wishes of everyone at Calvi Electric in Atlantic City, who encourage you to get out and support your favorite high school team each and every week. Our video coverage produced by Matt Ulmer, available on the NFHS network. Possession to St. Rose as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Well, the buzzer went off again. 8 minutes left on the clock still.
Yeah, the starts of the quarters haven't been smooth here. Maybe it's the only thing that's gone wrong for St. Joe's tonight.
All right, now we start smooth. Beatty with the ball at half court. Beatty into the game is Lucas Hope. There's a foul on the play. I think Hope was hurt. He got hit in the nose.
I think he might be bleeding. He definitely is bleeding.
He's coming out. They're going to put Morgan Fay back in. Apparently Brevard banged into him, and he goes over and pats him on the back as he heads down toward the trainer.
Yeah. Kid gets in 15 seconds and gets hit.
Well, hopefully he'll be back.
Yeah.
Bang Andreessen with the ball. Gets it left side to Caswell. He's out near half court. St. Joe's in a zone, 2-3 zone.
An aggressive 2-3 zone. With Ross back in the game.
Jibrahim is in the game too for St. Joe. And a foul. Looks like it's on Bailey. Yep. First.
Jib looks like he's a kid that was pulled up either from the freshman team or JV. He's got a different style of uniform.
Yeah.
But
well,
another young kid.
Right. Lob comes in to Murphy. Fay with the ball. Crosses over to Beatty on the sideline. Beatty couldn't get it to the guy wide open inside because of where the defenders were placed. They lob it back to Beatty. Shoots a long three, and he hits it.
Yep.
We said he leads the team in threes with 35, make it 36 on the season.
And Urbanus was in his face, too, so he had to hold that release high.
56-20. On the wing, Brevard. They lob in the corner to Urbanus. Three from Ross, off the rim. Rebound, held ball, Brevard and Beatty. And it's going to be St. Joe's ball.
Wouldn't mind seeing St. Joe get the ball inside to Bailey. Let him see if he can make a drop step and a little hook or finish around the rim.
Bailey averages 6 a game, 5'10" senior.
6'10".
That's right, 6'10". He's a force on the defense.
He's big.
Got North Carolina powder blue shoes.
I was just looking at the same thing. I was thinking last night we had all kinds of different colors on that court.
There's a pass inside to Ross. His shot is no good. Battle for the rebound. Bang and Dreesen had good position. I think Ross came over the top.
Yeah, probably twice, but I don't think the ref wanted to blow the whistle to stop it, but the second time they had to.
So it's a 1-and-1 at the other end for St. Rose. They trail 56-20 with 6:15 left, and going to the line is Kevin Caswell. Well, the officials say no. It should be Bang and Dreesen,
That's
and
what
I think they're
too.
right.
Yeah, I do. I agree. They grabbed him right away as he's walking away from the court, but definitely that's the right move. It is Bang and Dreesen.
I think you're doing that on purpose. It's a technical foul, but I don't think that would be the case with this game. On the line, Frederick Bang and Dreesen, 6'4" junior. He has 5 points all in the first quarter. For a while, he had the only 5 points. He misses the free throw.
That name almost fills up the entire block here on the score sheet.
Yeah. They get it top of the key to Raheem. Now in the hands of Brevard. They play catch a little bit on the outside. Urbanus starts a move. Here's Brevard in the lane, finds the lane, lays it in.
Yeah, nicely done. The front man tried to take away the pass opposite, and Brevard with a little ball fake was able to just go down the middle.
He's got 5. Outside, Fay. They put it in the hands of Murphy. Bang and Dreesen. Back to Murphy. Moving quickly with and without the ball, trying to get an open shot, and they do. The shot is up no good, however, by Murphy.
He got a little nervous with Urbanus flying at him.
Here's Ross. Sideline, brings it out to Brevard. Nice crossover. Gets through, throws it up, no good.
Yeah, that one was a force.
Beatty with the ball. Beatty down the lane. Beatty with a scoop shot, good, and he's fouled.
Oh, nicely done. Going right. Understood he had the big guy on him. Reached under with a quick release with the left. Nice spin and finish. A nice finish. He's done some nice things. I know he doesn't have big numbers. But like I said, he bailed out a numerous ball handlers when they were being trapped just with his moving to spots. Now he's hit a couple shots and then just finishing inside. That's a nice way for him to finish the season.
Bailey with a foul. Beatty shoots a free throw. He hits it. 3-point play, has 9. 58-23. Ferlenz is back in the game, and so is Rothery for St. Rose. They're the 2 seniors that started. 3 for Ross. Yes.
Yeah, Yeah, all game he's looked very comfortable from the three-point line.
28 points for Marcellus Ross. Headed to Caldwell College. Forenza puts it in the hands of Rothery. Here's Forenza for three. Yes.
Yeah, well, that was only the only scoring opportunity available in their offense. They're not really having any scoring cuts. It's a matter of just moving the ball, looking for that perimeter opportunity.
He's got 10 points. Raheem tries to make a move and he travels.
I gotta tell you, I like the way he plays, though. Granted, that was a force, and everyone's trying to get on the scoreboard now when the spread's big, but he looks good out there.
Forenza makes a length of the court pass. They get it to Rothery in the corner, and he hits it.
Now they're hitting their threes.
First points for Rothery, 61-29. Ross pulls up, three. Yes. 31 points. Yeah, for Marcellus Ross.
If that ball leaves his hand, it looks good.
Here's a three on the way. It's a no good by Beatty. Going the other way, it's Brevard. He gives it up. Ross all the way across court. Brevard again is Ross again. Back rim no good. Forenza with a rebound. Bounces it ahead. Gets it back. And a whistle. A foul.
Yeah, had a nice box out down here, given the opportunity to get the ball at the floor.
Fouls on Urbanus, his third. And Ross comes out.
Okay,
Diggs and Stafford are back in. Urbanus also sits down.
Well, we thought the last time was Ross last minutes, but this one I think we might be safe to say with 3:13 left.
Urbanus sits down with 6. Ross with 31. Free throws good by Forenza. He is high for St. Rose with 11. 3:13 left, fourth quarter.
St. Rose done a nice job from the foul line. Oh, I almost jinxed him there. Rimmed that in.
He's got 12. Walking it across half court is Brevard. They're passing around the perimeter. Diggs and Brevard. Now Diggs starts a move. His shot high off the glass, no good. Rebound by Bailey. Tries to go up with it. He's stripped of the ball by Beatty.
Yeah, he brought it down. You bring that down as a big guy, you give the guards a chance to take a shot at it, and that's exactly what happened.
Forenza with the ball. Rothery. He hits a three, his second here in the fourth quarter.
An offensive explosion here in the fourth quarter for St. Rose.
They've doubled their point total for the first three quarters. 17 points here in the fourth quarter. Still 2.5 minutes left, but they're down 30. Brevard with the ball. And if they try to pass the ball into the corner, it's intercepted by Rothery. Murphy. Well, Murphy's on the wing. He's going to shoot the three. He hits it.
Yeah, St. Joe went back into their 2-3 zone there, and given St. Joe's an opportunity to get some good open looks.
I would say the decision not to play zone was a good one by Paul Rodeo. Three is off the rim, no good by Diggs. St. Rose with the ball.
Well, the size of the guards on the floor now are quite a bit different than the size of the starting guards for St. Joe's.
19-8. They outscored them here in the fourth quarter. Rothery's three is no good. Rebound by Bailey. Raheem playing catch with Brevard. 1:20 remaining. Diggs to Bailey, and Bailey's fouled.
Again, he brought it down. He could have just turned and faced first, then made a strong power-protected dribble. Probably would have finished that, but he did bring the ball down. Was lucky to get the foul.
It's kind of in an awkward body position, though, when he caught it.
He really was, yeah. That's why he just needed to turn and face first.
Bailey, 2 shots, hasn't scored in the game. First free throw is off the rim, no good.
Yeah, that's another one like last night with Mike Rhodes of Ocean City. He needs to bend his knees and get up on those toes. Have a little better result there from the foul line.
Lucas Hope is back in. got hit in the nose, had to come out. Nick Santhakos is in the game. Casey Ballou, Trevor Donnelly, all into the game for along with Shane Colleen. Free throws good by Bailey.
And he exits the game.
Nick Delva checks in.
Yeah, we have some very happy St. Rose players in this game here, smiling that they're getting in this game, which is great. I mean, it may not be the result they wanted, but they're having a good experience.
Turnover, lead pass to Brevard. He lays it in. 7 points for Brevard. 65-39. Loose ball scooped up. They get the ball on the left side to Ballou.
Nice flash cut there by St. Rose.
Left of the lane, double teamed. Back in the corner. Out to Ballou. Ballou stripped of the ball. Here goes Brevard for the layup. Brevard has 9 points.
He might end up being their second leading scorer by the end of this.
Nice move by Ballou. Casey Ballou, 5'10" junior, banks one in. 69-39, 20 seconds left. 15 seconds. St. Joe just going to run it out here. They probably won't even shoot.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
So a big win. St. Joe's improves to 21-5. They move on. Probably at Immaculata. We do not have that score. 69-39 is the final here, and St. Joe's kind of set the tone with a 21-2 first quarter.
Yeah, and a 7-0 first minute and 45 seconds. That made the big difference right there.
No doubt about it. Atlantic Care Urgent Care Centers are located throughout South Jersey, staffed with board-certified providers, registered nurses, and x-ray technologists. If the unexpected happens, it's the urgent care you know you can trust. For a complete list of hours and locations, visit atlanticcare.org/urgent. Marcellus Ross, the all-time scoring leader here at St. Joe's, adds 31 more points to his career total. With a great performance, he hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3-pointers in the game. Ian Brown chipped in with 9. So did Jason Brevard. Alanis Urbanus scored 6.